Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. 5 pages about common sense. I try to keep it down and nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very important and non-important. The liberals, libertars, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT, people like ayahuasca. I said that twice. This is discretion, is it, boss? Alright, brothers and sisters. I got some fine, nice news for you guys, okay? About this inauguration with Biden, okay? As I said before, if Biden loses, and it seems like he lost, he did not lose. So as of today, January 21st, you guys have to understand something here. Trump is really the winner. And in time, everything will be flipped. And also, I want to talk about, I'm not going to go through the details of how I know this, okay? Okay, but I'm just trying to tell you right now that once everything hits the fucking fan, everybody's going to have it's going to be a civil war because of that, okay? All right, because everything's going to hit the fan that when he finds out that Trump is the alpha truth, he's the alpha dog who's supposed to be controlling this country, okay? We're going to have a problem, all right? Also, I want to talk about COVID. Okay, I keep that shit simple because I'm not a politician, and I'm not, politics to me is kind of easy. It's just that the greedy has to control the minority so they won't go out of control. That's pretty much supply and demand. That's pretty easy. Economics 101. But when this COVID thing has hit, there's a lot of shit going on that y'all don't even see and how y'all don't even know. Think about it. There's contagious diseases out there that people can spread contagiously, but nobody's talking about it. And people die from it all the time. It's called tuberculosis, goddammit. But let it go, y'all guys. You know, it's going to affect everybody, including them. Bill Gates and everyone else. They're all going to be affected. So if they want to travel, they're going to need to get verified before they can come back into the country. There's a whole lot of shit that these other countries, even these third world countries, have to do just to keep up with the Joneses, which everybody else, which is America, United States. Okay, they got to keep up with America because everybody want to come into America. Everybody wanted to come in here and feed off the land and so forth, okay? Because America is not overpopulated. So why do we have this COVID thing? So if everybody just set the fuck up and stop making up these lies, and then they're injecting people illegally with substances that they're just trying to experiment, that's a big thing that can go all wrong. Whatever they're trying to do with nanotechnology and fucking 5G, y'all guys got to stop worrying about that shit. Because what's going to happen is going to start off, they're going to work that shit up in the white neighborhoods. They ain't going to put it in the black neighborhoods, okay? That's not going to happen because it'll be a massacre. It'll be a war, a small civil war. But try to use common sense. I read in a report somewhere that they got 7G over there in Norway somewhere, okay? And so I'm like, wait a minute. If they got 7G already up and running, which is more powerful than what most Americans' internet is, so why deal with it? But you can look it up yourself and do all the technicalities if you want. I already did the research already. I'm not I try not to be too technical about things because you know how I was in the past. So Fetish Gigolo, I got no time to get into technicalities. But sometimes I do. I get a little technical sometimes. But understand this. If it's going to affect my travel plans, I just hope they fix it. Somebody will fix it. If they want the world to fall into another medieval times, okay, you know, we're going to have that war. And it's going to happen with China. I think it's going to come down to Chinese interfering with the elections and the Japanese, I don't know. I'm just trying to say, hey, you know, if they keep people saying it came from China, there you go. I don't care if Key 1 came from I don't care if Key 1 came from America, because I was reading in the Epic magazine. I don't care if Key 1 of the part of the virus came from America and fucking French. I don't care about that because I read all sorts of crazy shit in different magazines and shit. And I don't care if China puts it together. Wherever it's been put together, they're at fault. And that's where the war is going to occur. So they probably preparing themselves for war right now because America they like to blame motherfuckers, okay? And then they'll cause you trouble and shit. So America don't really need a lot of support from everywhere all across the world. Please understand that. If we can survive on our own for at least about 20 to 30 years because of the oil and shit like that. That's why we're trying to do electric cars and shit. And Nikolai, what's his name? The Tesla, the one who created the Tesla cars is in trouble now because the batteries ain't running too well and there's problems. I told you, be careful of them unmanned cars and shit. I don't believe in that. I will not drive a car. I can't do that. I gotta drive my car. I'm not letting my car drive me. I'm not a lazy motherfucker, because that's what's gonna come down to. People getting too lazy. And that, what's his name? I can't even think of his name right now. I'm just waking up. Um, the guy who created the Tesla cars. Okay, I can't think of his name right now because I'm getting older. I ain't got no time to be thinking like that. But the guy who created the Tesla cars is having problems with his Tesla cars. So the energy, all the electric cars are having problems. But nobody, they're being recalled and shit. Because I told you before, you're going to have to you got to test that shit over the years. You just can't test it because you don't know how people drive the motherfuckers. You don't know how they start and press on it and shit. Okay, but other than that, that's all I really wanted to say about this COVID. It affects everybody, even the rich. It affects their income and their banks. But I heard they have excess money. They can last them for over 100 years, which is sad though. Okay, so they gather up their little families and shit and travel somewhere where they ain't got to worry about everybody dying and shit. And the problem is supply and demand, not overpopulation. It's about education and re-education. Okay. Because Bill Cosby said this shit on the pulpit. He says about education and re-education. And it must be done by what? Force. Maybe they do have a great resetting plan. Because I believe that digitizing the currency is a great idea. But when it comes down to traveling to other countries, interfering with my fucking plans, when it comes down to traveling overseas and interfering with my motherfucking plans, we got a problem right there. And I hope to God that they fix this problem internationally as well, because I don't mind taking the test shot to see if you do have COVID, but it should not be a long and arduous battle just to go in there and say, you don't have COVID, okay? You don't need to get a shot to see if you have COVID, okay? You get to see the symptoms in a motherfucker, okay? Okay, I'm like, damn, they prescribe everyone by force, okay, you cannot enter countries now, because I think we on lockdown now. Remember, this is January 2021 now. And anyone with symptoms of COVID will not enter the country, going in and going out. So I just want you to get a heads up. I got a notification from all these different countries and shit that I traveled in before, and I actually required information from STEP, STEP, from the USCIS, okay, USCIS, United States Consulate Services, okay. International Counselor Services, okay? But of course, you don't have to believe me, but eventually you guys will come and catch up. International is where we guys have to go in this year, and you women will just be stuck here in this country with your babies and your checks and shit. But everybody should be getting a check though. I believe that if you don't have your Social Security set up, okay, and you got kids and shit like that, you're set, okay. So that check is not going to last. I think that check should go well. $1,000 is not bad. Okay, I think that's good. That's good to keep America afloat. Okay, but don't spend it all in one place on gold teeth and shit. And I think that's how it should be. Okay, and whatever places is hiring, let them hire, and then they get the test too. But I don't believe in the forced vaccination thing. Let's keep that off the table here, because we're not going to be having forced people who don't even have COVID and they don't have nothing to stop it, okay, and it's not fully tested and shit, and then it's spreading shit in the air. I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. Because it's up to you people to stop the capitalists from killing off the people who are not capitalists. Okay, because that's what it comes down to when I see it. I do believe in the power of capitalism, but I don't believe in the power of a handful of people dictating that they should live and the rest should die. All right, because that's what capitalism comes down to. I'm powerful and rich, so I deserve the best. Okay, I deserve to live, and I don't deserve a vaccine. Okay, because once they say that, then there's a problem, a big time problem. You're just like everybody else. You just have more capital and shit. But I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I talked about 3 actual things here. I posted that in the comment section. You can write down any comments, questions, insults, or roast best. You put it down below. If you have any insults, put it down, and we'll be cool. Okay. Other than that, you have a nice day, and check my bio, because I'm the real McCoy. And I heard that Kevin Samuels also was a fraud. So I told you I sent something about him a long time ago. And I made it, and I posted pictures and shit. Don't hate on me. Don't be a beta cup. I do agree with a lot of things he's saying. So I don't care about his background and shit. Y'all care too much about a person's background. That's stupid. Respect the man. Okay? I don't know what he said to me in my comments. I think it was something positive, though. But he said, keep up the great work, and he got cursed from that. I ain't did nothing. Maybe he didn't like me. Maybe it wasn't genuine. I don't know. I told you my magic spells are reflective. Peace.